Had frost and freezes here in January on the southeast coast. But today I want to show you that this greenhouse was definitely a success. I've got tomatoes that have ripened, and but we've got some more bad weather coming in. And so I am going to probably pick these tomatoes, but before I pick them, because it starts tonight, before I pick them, I want to show you the harvest of these tomatoes, and I'm so excited about it. I am so excited about it because I love tomato sandwiches, and it's January. So these tomatoes here grew up voluntarily from worm castings, and so I do not know the variety of them, but they're doing well. I've had more tomato plants come up, and I've planted them in another area so that they can go ahead and start growing, so that I will have early tomatoes. But nevertheless, let's go take a look at these tomatoes. So my frost prevention, it worked, and now I'm fixing to harvest these tomatoes. This plant is full of tomatoes. It has tomatoes all on there. Now the top did get cut. Oh, not cut. The top, I did cut the top. The top did get hit by the frost, and these have just turned right after this frost and freeze. It did get hit by the top. And then condensation built up because there's a thermal mass that comes from the soil, which the soil I wet before a frost and freeze comes in, because if the roots are dried, then it means that frost and freeze will get to your plants, to those roots, more than likely than, if you don't. That's the water protects the roots because it has to freeze first. If your soil is dried, then there is no protection. It's just dried, frozen dirt. This one did really good, but it has grown so much since that frost freeze, and now it's touching the plastic. Once the sun comes up, of course the heat's going to rise, and condensation is going to start building into your greenhouse. Actually, you can see there's condensation on here now. It's always got condensation. I did lose some tomato blooms. This one right here was it was higher up and has full of blooms, but it got hit, but it survived. So here is the cauliflower that my granddaughter and I discovered after the frost and freeze, and we were so ecstatic that even though it's frosting and freezing, we got temperatures down in the 19, which probably, 16, it was probably colder than that. They started producing, vegetables. These grew from seeds. And look, cauliflower, cabbage still growing, cauliflower, and of course that one, tomatoes. They literally grew. So they put out tomatoes. Cabbage grew. Tomato plant held on. It grew. Discovered broccoli. So I was so happy. Me and my granddaughter and I, we were so happy. Of course, these orange and lemons over here, I did cover them up, just because they're loaded with blooms. Lemons, and yeah, they can tolerate more. They like the cold a little bit, but I just, I just prefer to, cover them up. Many blooms, and they smell so wonderful. It smells kind of like a honeysuckle. So I'm going in here. We got this cold coming up, and I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna pick this tomato. They're really firm, and gosh, a part of me hates to pick it, but it can continue ripen and taking the rest of the energy and put to that tomato that's right beside of it. I don't have anything to cut it with. My granddaughter poked her finger into it, so it is starting to rot right there. And these little scars right here, these little scars, you know, little marks right here, it's just from that wire. It was growing, going fast, and it was against that wire. Sorry, it was against that wire, and it just, but it kind of damaged it. That's why I put a stick there. This thing is big as my hand. So, and what I'm saying is that this is going to finish ripening up since I picked it, and this, once I slice it, this would be the size to go on just about cover a piece of light bread, sandwich bread. These 2 tomatoes here. This one I'm going to go ahead and pick. Because it is really firm. It'll continue to ripen up, and it'll ripen up, you know, quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick it. I'm not going to take a chance of this weather is coming in, trying to damage it. I always tell my granddaughter to twist it on like squash and stuff like that. So help get it off of there. And then plus it leaves a stem. I do see a little bit of damage right there, and that is from the stem just being pushed up against it. So guys, let's go walk out to the garden. It's January, and let's see how this broccoli and cauliflower panned out. I cut a whole bunch of burnt leaves off of this broccoli and cauliflower and fed it to the chickens, and they loved it, but there was a lot. So here's a cauliflower, a lot of leaves taken off of it. These, it looks like it might form a head, but it did put out new growth. It's folding over, so it's trying to make a head. Here is a row of broccoli, and I did cut these leaves off because they were severely burnt. That one is a little burnt, but look guys, there is broccoli down in there. These plants literally, through this frost and freeze, covered themselves up to protect their fruit, if you want to say it like that, their vegetable. You know, they're the part of them. I would say that would be the heart of the vegetable. That one's going pretty big. It's cauliflower, so I took a whole lot of leaves off of these plants. They were just burnt. I left a few leaves on there that are slightly burnt. I didn't want to take too many off of there. That cauliflower there, we had another frost, and it's not looking too well. So I would say in week and a half, 2 weeks, for 2 weeks these will be ready to harvest. But we got this other cold coming in. Now this one, cauliflower right here, literally is still growing, but it's damaged. My cat's like trying to get me to rub it. It's really damaged. Cauliflower there, and there's one down there. I haven't seen this one. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. It's getting big. Oh man. So they regrew. Collards of course made it, but they are growing, and I'm excited about that because they really was small. So in a sense, this cold, even though it was hard on them, it created them to grow real fast. Took a real beating right there. These were all the leaves, they just burned them and was laying flat. Hey everybody! Hey! Hey! Usually when I come out here, I mean, the time they see me, it's like, hey! Hey! And so these are, hey! These are Jersey Giants and American Breasts. So they're doing great. I got 2 other roosters that are American Breasts, and they're separated. One I knew when he was 6 inches tall, his disposition was not going to be good. He's already trying to kind of attack me through the cage that he's in right now. So he'll probably go in the freezer. And hey! And they're 4 months older. They are Jersey Giants, just started laying. Both these birds here are dual purpose. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Please give me a thumbs up and comment below. Tell me how your greenhouse is doing. Tell me if you got a greenhouse. You know, if you got any questions, you know, or if you want to express to me
what happened into your greenhouse or your garden, excuse me, in this region or in your region, then let me know what happened, because I'm interested to see. The broccoli and the cauliflower was never covered up. So to me, that's a miracle, because I'm telling you, everything froze. The ground froze. Everything froze. So that's totally a miracle. The potatoes I didn't show you, but I lost a lot of those because the condensation got up in the plastic, and of course it fell, hit those potatoes, and froze. But I did harvest about half a bucket of potatoes, and some of the plants are still out there. They're still making it. They're growing. Yeah, so every day is project time. Every day is something new here onto the homestead. Me and my cat here, Hero, and this cat only likes me. He won't get around nobody. I mean, he hides if somebody comes up. I found him on the road when he's about 4 inches long. So small I couldn't even see him. I picked him up. I asked my grandson, he was 3, I said, what are we going to name him? He said, Hero. And he is a spoiled cat. Hero he is. Thanks, guys. See you on to the next video. I got to get to the garden. Hero, you ready to go to the garden? Huh? You ready to go to the garden? Huh? Yeah? Say bye, girls. Say bye. You're not going to say bye? Hey. Hey, everybody. Hey.